yeah.
And then we did the interview. We talked about David Price and his comeback and how he got beaten. Remember we talked then? Do you remember that?
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right. All I'm calling to do is very quickly to hear your opinion and your thoughts on whether they've changed about the upcoming fight between Tyson Fury and Wladimir Klitschko.
No, my opinion hasn't changed.
They haven't changed. So, who are you picking for the fight?
I really don't have any idea. I think that, like I said, it depends. If Wladimir swarms up good, I don't think Fury get out the first round.
You'd pick Fury?
Yeah, he won't get out the first. He won't make it out of the first round. Wladimir will stop him in the first round if he warms up to that.
Wow. What makes you feel so confident that Wladimir can get Fury out of there in the first round?
Because Fury doesn't have any defense.
Okay.
He doesn't. He doesn't. All he depends. His legs are his defense.
Right.
And Wladimir knows how to cut you off.
Wow. So you don't think that Fury can back Wladimir up?
No, not at all.
Wow. The Southpaw Orthodox style, does that bring anything to the equation?
No, I don't think so. Matter of fact, when I was fighting, every Southpaw that I fought, I stopped. So, you know.
That don't mean anything either. Okay, what about age, youth, bravery, heart, hunger, desire?
Well, it all plays a role, but it depends on who it is, though. You know what I mean? You're fighting a guy that has the top level of everything going for him in Wladimir. Wladimir, he's been there, he's done that. The guy could punch. He's not that fast, but with Fury, he's going to be fast. Because Fury's not that fast either.
Okay. What about the fact that Fury's size, being 6'9", the longest reach that Vladimir's ever faced in his career, will that cause any problems?
Well, no, I don't think so. He's worked with his brother Vitley a number of times, and that's he's bigger than him, so
That's not going to matter either.
Nothing against Fury. I think he's a great kid, but he just don't belong in a ring with Wladimir.
Wow, I mean, every time you met, I respect you. You're a very experienced trainer. You've been there, you've seen there, you've done it. That's why I'm really interested, because I mentioned the Fury fight with Klitschko, and you chuckle, and you keep and you said exactly the last time you said you're lucky if it goes around. You said the same thing again, and I'm thinking
exactly, yeah.
Wow, there's something this Tommy Brooks. Why are you saying this? I'm like.
Because Fury doesn't have the experience that Wladimir has. The experience makes all the difference in the world, And like I said, it depends on how fast Wladimir wants to get rid of him, I mean, anything can happen in the fight, Fury can hit him on the chin. I mean, that can happen to anybody. But odds are that's not going to happen. Not in this lifetime.
Wow. I mean, is there anything that Fury, if you were training Tyson Fury against Wladimir Klitschko, what would you be telling him to do for his best chance?
Look for a soft place. Look for a soft place to fall. I know, like I said, nothing against the kid, but he doesn't belong in the same ring with Wladimir.
Wow. I've spoken to Abel Sanchez. He says no. He doesn't see Tyson winning the fight. I've spoken to Bermain Stavern. Nope, he doesn't see. And I'm talking to you. It's like nope, no chance.
Well, like I said, I mean, you got to remember this is a business, and I'm happy for the kid. He's gonna make a nice payday. Right. But that's about the size of it. He's just gonna get a good payday. You know what I mean? Anything can happen in a fight. There is always a possibility he could hit Wladimir on the chin, but that's highly unlikely, I wouldn't put any money on it,
Emmanuel Stewart, and he's quite a well-known name, and you know who Emmanuel Stewart is. A
Of
lot
course,
of
I used to work for him.
Of course, a lot of the British fans are jumping on this thing that Manuel Stewart said. After Vladimir Klitschko, Tyson Fury would be the next heavyweight champion of the world. That's what Emmanuel Stewart said.
You know what? He must have saw something that I didn't see. Like I said, I work with a number of different heavyweight champions and a lot of heavyweight contenders, and I just don't see it. You know, the guy, he has a big heart. You know, and like I said, nothing against him. He just doesn't have the skills.
Damn. Wow. Is there anything that British fans could say, you know what, take hope to before Fury gets in the ring with Klitschko? And there's always a chance that, you know, heavyweight upsets. Douglas beat Tyson.
Well, there's always a chance that, you know, he can hit him on the chin, you know, but that's highly unlikely, though, you know?
Tommy, look, okay, let's put it another way. Holyfield beat Tyson. And I backed Holyfield to beat Tyson.
Yeah, well, see, a lot of people didn't realize that Evander had his number. You know, those guys boxed in the amateurs, and Evander whooped him. So, you know, and then too, you know, the corner makes a difference. You know, if you feed the guy the right information, you know, that helps a lot also. There was no fear in Holyfield compared, you know, with Tyson. A lot of guys Tyson beat a lot of guys because they were afraid of him. You know, there was no fear in Evander.
Okay, all right. So let me spin this back on you again. So Fury has no fear of Klitschko, and let's just say Fury has Klitschko's number.
And see, that's the thing that scares me. He's not afraid of it, and that's where he's going to get hurt at because he's not afraid.
Really? Okay, so that's counterproductive then.
So you got. I found work. Like I said, I work with a lot of champions, and
right.
You got to have a certain amount of fear. You know what I mean? There's a certain amount of fear, and there's a certain amount of confidence. You know, if you mix those two together, you usually come up with something good. But this guy, he doesn't have any fear of Wladimir, and I don't think he's ever been hit. When Wladimir hits you, it's like a building falling on you, man.
Oh dear. So, have you been watching the build up to this fight and the pad work and all that stuff? Have you watched all that stuff, and what have you picked up from it?
Nothing. You know, look, when a guy is working with a guy, you usually have a repertoire that you go through.
Right.
So I mean, you know, it's you can put the punches together however you want to. You know, you could do this, you could do that, you could do that. It all looks good, but remember the guy with that's holding mitts is not hitting you back.
Right.
See, once you get hit, that does something to you, you know. And like I said, if you got a guy like Wladimir that can punch like Wladimir, you know, you're in trouble, baby.
Ouch.
Because he's going to be, and Wladimir throws combinations. He put his combinations together. This guy, he'll never even see the shot that he gets knocked out with.
Wow. Wladimir has been knocked out 3 times, you know.
I'm sorry?
Wladimir has been knocked out 3 times, you know, before.
Oh, of course. Like I said, you know, anything can happen in a fight. You know, the guy might walk out and hit him on the chin. I mean, you know, that's part of the business, you know. That could happen. But it's highly unlikely in this situation.
Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. That was highly unlikely.
What's highly unlikely?
When Douglas fought Tyson, that was unlikely.
Right, yeah. No, but see, a lot of people didn't realize that Douglas could box. Douglas wasn't scared of him. That goes back to what I was telling you about Evander. See, Douglas wasn't scared of him. Holyfield wasn't scared of him. When you got a guy that's not afraid and believes in himself and in his ability, anything could happen, and that's what happened.
Okay, what about
Mike hit Douglas on the chin a couple times. He got up and said, "Oh, come on, it's on, baby," you know.
Okay, what about fighters raising their game to the next level? What about that? What about you haven't seen the best of this fighter yet until they fight the best fighter on the planet?
I mean, how many fights does Fury have under his belt, you know?
20 26, I think 25, 26 fights maybe.
If he haven't reached that level yet, he's never going to reach it. And you just don't reach that level messing with a guy like Wladimir, because the first mistake you make, you're gonna be looking at the lights.
Wow.
Like I said, nothing against the kid. He just doesn't know. If you've never been in the ring with a guy like Wladimir, you're not going to find out. You're going to find out after the fight when you're looking at the tape.
Wow. So what would be your strategy? You've got Fury in the corner. You're looking after Fury. I know you joked about the safe place to fall. Strategically, how would you encourage Fury to box against Wladimir to give him his best chance?
I would just the boxing move. Don't stand in one spot, because he's standing in one spot. Like I said, he's going to be looking at the lights. He needs to move the whole fight. Don't stand in one spot.
Old age can.
The problem there is that Wladimir knows how to cut guys off. He knows how to set traps. He'll throw something at you one way and step over it, and that's it.
Okay. Tommy Brooks, thank you so much for talking to Bayloric TV.
Anytime, baby. Anytime. Call anytime, brother.
I appreciate your wisdom, your knowledge and understanding of the sport. And, by talking to legends like yourself, it allows me to learn and grow and understand more. If Fury does become heavyweight champion of the world, I'm going to call you regardless. But if he becomes heavyweight champion of the world, we're going to be having a different kind of conversation.
I would love to shake his hand if he does that, though.
But if he doesn't,
it's highly unlikely. But I mean, anything is possible in boxing, though.
But if he doesn't become heavyweight champion of the world, I'm going to come back and sit down humbly and listen to you even more. So, thank you so much.
Okay, babe. No problem.
Take care. All the best.
Take care, babe. Bye-bye.